Hello there everyone, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to my Old World tutorial where I am attempting to play you through approximately the first 50 turns of a campaign just to give new players an idea of basically how to sort of get things up and running. I'm not saying that this is going to be a perfect run. One of the issues that you do have with Old World, it's not really an issue, it's one of the things that makes it great, is there's a certain degree of randomness to it, so you can't always guarantee exactly how everything is going to go, but I should hopefully be giving you the tools and the strategies to allow you to navigate the randomness and be set up for the rest of the game. In the last video, I was struggling to try and find the button up here in the top right-hand corner that shows me the leaders of other houses. I was having total UI blindness, and somebody pointed it out to me afterwards. It's this button up here. It's actually further up on the top of the screen. So this one is basically your own court members. The one with multiple people on it there shows you the heads of all of the different religions, which I don't think we've met any of them right now, but also the various different family heads. The Adasi family head is my own wife, so it's easy to keep her happy. But then we've got the other family heads listed in there as well. This one's a little bit upset with us. Then we have the various different nations and the tribes, and then we can see our cities and what they're working on, and then finally we can see our units. We've got a unit list there. So that's great. By the end of these 50 turns, what we should ideally have is multiple cities, probably 4, maybe 5, hopefully positive growth across all of our different resources and the startings of an army. Now, one thing that's worth remembering in Old World, which is different which is different to something like Civilization, where you can essentially build a city anywhere, because you are limited to building cities on specific city sites, there's really no such thing as a bad city. And what I mean is, if you get the opportunity to grab a city site and build a city there, do it. Never pass up a city site because you think, oh, it doesn't look like it's that good of a spot. If you don't take it, somebody else will. And even on the easier difficulty levels, the AI starts with multiple cities, so you really want to try and grab as many city sites as you can. Now, I think we were also at war with one of, with the Numidians we were actually at war with. So we'll need to go and deal with them. That's fine, because being at war and fighting allows us to gain some XP for our units. We've got Numidians down here. They will at some point turn on us. They'll start coming after us. And we've got some barbarians somewhere. There'll be a camp out here in the wilderness. Barbarians will start sending raids, so we need to go ahead and deal with some of these units. Right now we're going to hit end year because we don't have any orders, and that's another thing that we want to do. We want to get ourselves some extra orders. We've got our stone boost. Take another wife. We have the option to take yet another, which is more wisdom, charisma and discipline. We could just refuse. The Queen will become jealous. We don't want to upset the Queen. Let's do it that way. Heir education. So this is our son, the second in line. So we've also got we've got 2 sons basically. Yeah, and a daughter and a brother. So our son, who's the second in line, he's only 10 years old. He doesn't have any education at the moment. Let's go and give him. Let's give him politics. Might get a good positive trait from that. Earl Grey Hot. What have we got here? The court has been abuzz about the exploits of Kabbalah of Nineveh. It seems that during her travels she discovered a wonderful new hot drink, and now everybody who's anybody wants to try some. She's become something of a celebrity. Having tried some of this drink yourself recently, you definitely understand the appeal. It occurs to you that you could easily gain a monopoly over the drink, and perhaps you should. So we could spend 480 gold, which we do have, and that would give us tea as a luxury. Or we could spend 90 civics and 360 gold. We'd still gain tea, and she can become the court merchant. Or we can get the XP. The civics we've got enough of, and yeah, we can spend that amount of gold. So now that gives us... where's the city? It's the capital. So we've got tea in the capital. It'll be shown up here. Yeah, we've got literature and we've got tea. So what you can do with those things, if you want to make other houses happy. So like this guy here, the head of this family, he does not like me too much. He's not particularly happy with me. So I can go into manage luxuries down here, and I can send him tea, or I can send him literature. Now, it will cost me 2 orders to do so, but let's go ahead and send him tea. And now he goes down from being -40 to -20. I could go ahead and send him the other luxury if I wanted to, but let's not spend them all at once. We've got other things to do. So we've got this barbarian down here. This is a barbarian marauder. It only has 3 combat strength. I do have units over here. What do I have over here? Got the warrior defending the worker. I could move over here and give him a good smack with the warrior. And if we do that, we would do 9 hit points of damage to him. We could do it from this tile up here, from the high ground. I don't know why it's specifically thinking we need to be in that tile. Yeah, it doesn't really matter where we do it from. We are fully healed. Let's go over here and take this combat. We'll take a little bit of damage back, but that is fine. And then we've got some tech that we can choose from. Husbandry would allow us to get pastures. Drama would allow us to get Odeons. Odeons are really nice because they do give you culture, but it does consume stone, and we don't have an awful lot of stone at the moment. Rhetoric would give us the ability to get forums. Forums are good because they give you civics. And Polish would also allow us to get hamlets. So all of these are really important things that we do want to get. Do we have any places that are worth putting pastures on? We do have some goats here. And that's about it. So maybe animal husbandry is not the best one, but we do get a 40% adjacency bonus on farms. Let's go for that. Our food's pretty good at the moment. It's stone and wood that we're having the issues on right now, but there's not a lot that we can do about that. We've just got to wait. We've got 4 orders remaining. We've got 1 year until we get this settler. We are working on another settler here, so we need to find another city spot. I thought there was one. I thought I'd found another one somewhere, but now I can't see where that was. We know there was one down here, but I think Rome has grabbed this one. I will go back and have a look at that one at some point. I've got a scout. Oh, we've got the city site up here. There we go. I knew there was another one somewhere. This unit's getting pretty beaten up, though. I would like to bring it back, but for now it's going to stay there and guard the city site. So what do we want to do with the 4 remaining orders that we've got? I've got a scout somewhere that I've lost. I'm just going to click this button down here. Where's our scout? You're up here. I mean, that technically is a city site. Let us go and... let's go all the way over here. We've discovered the Hyber River, so that gives us another legitimacy. Legitimacy is great because it boosts the amount of orders that we get. So you totally want to try and discover as much of the map as possible. Right, we're being attacked by this unit. We fully expected that to happen. So one of our courtiers has become ill. That's fine. That's not going to affect us too much. Political questions. So this is our son and brother. So essentially our Duke has had enough furious. He comes to you complaining that your child has been plaguing his child with questions and arguing every little point of the answers. When you asked him to stop, he just kept on asking questions. So basically what are we going to do here? Encourage him to question everything. So our brother hates us even more. But then our son becomes intelligent and gains additional science. Or scold him for being childish, in which case he becomes... he would then become estranged. And our brother would like us... I mean, my brother hates me anyway, right? He absolutely hates me. So, yeah, get him to question everything. He can't hate me anymore. Well, he can hate me any more than he already does. He's now down to minus 280, but I really don't care. This is our son and heir. He's completed his study of philosophy. How shall he serve the court? So he can become a scholar. Give him +3 wisdom. He can also then serve as a spy master. Or he can become a judge. I think we're going to give him the wisdom. I do want to get my tech going a bit quicker. So, scholars in arms, myself and the Queen have a lot in common, a shared bond arising from a love of knowledge. It is in this spirit that the chieftain of the Thracians approaches you with a proposition. Her tribe is home to a fair number of learned men and women, but unfortunate truth is that they lack the resources to conduct proper research. You can help with that if you will be willing to fund their research efforts. The Thracians would be happy to share the fruits of their research with you. So 360 gold and 90 civics, which will probably lead to some science, so let's go ahead and do that. We've now got ourselves these words that I'm missing. We can actually set up here. So let's go ahead and settle the city. Now, we've only used 2 of our houses, so we can get the 3rd one. So this one will be hunters. There's not going to be any camps down here. It would give us 50 stone, 50 iron, and 50 wood, which is nice. And ranged units would start with sentinel. Or we could grab the clerics. We don't have any monasteries or temples at the moment. Can build urban improvements on sand. There is a little bit of sand around us. But I think for this one we're actually going to get the hunters. So that gives us a little bit of a boost. We've got ourselves another city now. We've got some sorghum here that we can get. So that's great. We do want to try and get a worker out nice and quick so that we can start building some stuff. We have got more barbarians coming in. We've also now got this settler here who needs to get over to this spot. That's going to take a little time, so we'll do that. We'll try and finish taking this unit out if we could. Now, we've got quite a lot of training, so we could go ahead and promote this unit, or we could add a general to it, to be honest. Who do we have that we could add a general? We could put our brother in there. Now, putting him in there increases his chance of dying, but he does less attack and less defense, so maybe not great. We could go ahead and put in this guy. He's just one of our courtiers, but 2% extra damage, 15% extra defense. That could help. Let's put him in. That is going to cost us an action, and it means we can't attack on this turn, but that's fine. We should be okay. I want to bring this slinger down and heal it up as soon as possible. We do have 2 orders remaining. This unit here, I don't think you can see any enemies close by. I mean, the Gauls have moved in, but I don't think they're actually going to do anything to us just yet. So let's wait on that. We do need to build things in this city. So we've got a deficit on wood and a deficit on stone. We could go ahead and get a miner in here. We do have a gold. Is that on the salt? Yeah, the salt would give us a lot of extra gold. And we can get a lot of extra iron. Neither are things that we're particularly short of. But we do have some... We have a spare citizen. I think I'd like to take the one on the salt. It's only going to take 2 years. And that will grab us a few extra tiles down here as well. And then we've got this city now. We can get a farm. And we can get a miner. The miner again would just give us iron. The farmer's probably better for the growth. So let's go for the farmer. Okay, that's that done. 2 more orders left. We do have our scout up here. We found some elephants. We found some wine. Let's go and stand on the elephants ready for next turn. We can't grab it on this turn. That's going to be the end of the year there. So we will almost certainly get attacked by the barbarians. We've got a little bit more defensiveness now. Devoted to any cause he swears to. Everyone knows that the prince, so this is our son and heir, is loyal. So that's a positive character trait that gives him more discipline. So basically he earns more money for us. And our scientist is fading in and out of consciousness, severely ill with his life in peril. Well, that's not so good, is it? The aspirations of the Queen Consort. She becomes power hungry. The Viper, they call her. She's now known as the Viper. She becomes intelligent. But as a governor, it's minus 50% money in any city she's a governor. As a leader, minus 20% to all cities. Well, she's not going to be a leader. So both of these are weaknesses. Or she can become strict. New infantry units gain 100 XP. As a governor, she's not going to be a leader anyway, I don't think. So, make her the Viper. But you don't even like meetings. She remains absolutely adamant that she assists with Assyria's administration. After all, you like directing those soldiers so much, why don't you go and see them? Just sit down with all those trade ledgers and keep piling up. So, make her the Grand Vizier. So, cities without a governor, Grand Vizier acts as a governor. Cannot choose production, cannot hurry production. Or she can be disappointed. I'm just going to make her disappointed. I don't want her to be a Grand Vizier of every city that doesn't have a governor, because that's just going to reduce their money output because of that negative trait that she's literally just picked up on the previous... the negative trait that she just picked up on the previous event. So she's corrupt. So if she were a governor, she would be costing us 50% of the money in a city she's governor of. And if she becomes Grand Vizier, then she is the governor of every city that doesn't already have a governor. So we don't want that to happen. Let's go over here with this unit, and I think we will put it on the city site spot. Now, how are the families doing? Let's just have a quick look over here, because now we can see. They're mostly all still happy with us. The champions could be a little bit better. They already have 3 cities. We could grab another one for us. Then we discovered the mountains. There's some more... let's heal you up. Because we need to heal up. And we've got stuff in range. Right, we need to get rid of these units. That'll be you finished off. We've got a farmer coming here. Sorry, a worker coming there. So we've got a few workers that have finished what they were working on. So it's suggesting we could build a fort here. It's also suggesting we could get another farm. We can get a barracks. Don't really need the training. Now this isn't a particularly good city for grabbing quarries. We are getting positive stone now though, so that's good. We could go ahead and chop some trees. We still don't have the ability to get lumber mills yet, which is going to be something quite important for us. It is suggesting a mine here to give us a little bit more iron, and I feel that that's not a terrible thing. The trees are already chopped here, so doing this is only going to cost us 2 orders instead of 3, because we've still got to clear the tile. We've got a worker here. Now it's suggesting a quarry here. We wouldn't have the orders to do it. We could walk over there, but not actually get it. Suggesting a barracks here. Suggesting another farm. Our food is not too bad right now. I think we'll come over here and... yeah, we could remove the scrub. We don't need to do anything else. Let's cut the scrub anyway, because that will give us the wood anyway, and we'll clear the land. And then on the next turn we can build that. It means I can't move my scout on this turn, but that's okay. And then we've got this new city up here, which again is going to need a worker. Now this is one of the problems that you have, is every worker that you have is essentially costing you additional orders, because a worker that is building something uses an order every turn. A feeling on the wind. The dry season in Nisibis is harsh this year, with the winds tear at the desiccated fields. Locals are uneasy that this portends worse yet to come. So, if the weather turns harsher still, we shall have stockpiles and shelters prepared. It'll cost us 100 food and 55 wood, but could lead to future events. Or reaction is demanded by crises, not inauspicious gusts, which would give us some XP and could lead to future events. Let's not give up all those things and see what happens. Let's roll the dice on this one. Sometimes the event that sounds like it's going to be a negative event can actually end up being a positive one due to the randomness of the game. A distinguished emissary of the Adasis and a young scion of the Tud'ius have each made a request to the court asking for you to support their family. So we can get an ambition to provide 500 stone or an ambition to clear 3 tribal sites. How much stone are we making? 13. 13 is not a lot. But clearing 3 tribal sites could take a while. Let's go for the stone, because we are going to improve our stone output. We need to improve the stone output. You finished what you were doing. It's recommending a quarry down here. It's actually recommending the necropolis here. So if we move over there, the necropolis is one of the wonders, but it costs 2,000 civics. That's 2,000. 200 civics, 900 stone. That's a lot of stone. And I couldn't even buy it if I wanted to, because that's nearly 4,000 gold. I'm just going to move him back where he was. Let's move down here, and we'll go ahead and get the quarry. And you were also, I think it was suggesting a quarry as well. Shame we don't have this. Well, we could grab this. This is going to belong to a different city, though, so this worker's not ideal for it. So we could get a mine down here, but we've already cleared this. So let's just go ahead and get a quarry here. 8 orders remaining. 2 military units that need moving. We do not... I was just going to say we do not know where this barbarian is, but we totally do. We need to find where the camp is. We should be able to kill this one pretty quickly. I'm going to try and heal up this ranged unit. Yeah, you just keep waking up because there's a unit up there. That's fine. I think we can actually just put you to sleep. Let's go ahead and use the scout. So we will harvest the elephants. That gives us some gold. Move over onto the wine. That gives us some culture. And we'll start looking around here. And we found the Hermos River, so there's more legitimacy. All good stuff. That's all of our orders used. This city needs to build something. We could go ahead and get a stonecutter here. Got a couple of options. This one gives us slightly more and grabs these good tiles up here. So that gives us an extra 4.5 stone, an extra science per turn, and an extra civic per turn. So wood is our only real deficit right now, and that's mostly because we don't have lumber mills. Taking a little bit of damage from these guys. Babylon has completed the Hanging Gardens, and Axum has begun the construction of the Yazilakaya. The scientist has died. Somebody else has fallen ill. The general of my slinger has fallen ill as well, which is not great. So, was that your husband that died? 25% chance for +1 science. Do we want slingers to have more defense or more crit hit? Crit hit, I think. Although relationships with Babylonia are worsening, you find that Son, second in line, is poring over a Babylonian text given to him by a tutor. He's been enraptured by the stories, collecting translations, and even attempting to learn some of the language in order to read the original text. We should trade culture freely, gives us a boost to culture. Encourage him to read as widely as possible, get some extra science, or gain 2 legitimacy. I think science. Science is always really difficult to get in this game. You do not get science nearly as quickly as you really need to. This unit is taking a bit of a beating here, and I want to save it. If this barbarian attacks me, it can do 3 hit points of damage. That's not enough to kill me, but then there's a skirmisher coming in from behind. So we're going to back up with this unit. We're going to come down with the slinger. And I can put the slinger here and still heal it up to full. But we need to clear these barbarians out. We also need to get some more military units because we're very light on military units right now. We will keep exploring with our scout. We can come over here and harvest the sheep for some more food. So there's another city site down here that Babylonia have grabbed. It's a little bit too far away from me to try and get that. I mean, I could, but what we're probably better off doing is clearing out the Numidians. Oh, looks like Rome is already in there. Now that's going to make things difficult. We may have to go to war with Rome at some point, because they are pretty much our closest neighbour. I'm guessing they've also got this tile as well. That's a little bit unfortunate, because that now makes it difficult for me to farm XP from those tribal sites. We're out of orders, so let's just go ahead and end the turn. Those barbarians will probably move towards me. We've got some rebels. Separatist rebels in Tushan have recruited from the disaffected of the slums and formed a slinger unit near the city. This is our daughter. Let's go for philosophy again. I like trying to keep build up the science. So roaring darkness in the heart of the sandstorm. Even daylight is weak, and screams are drowned by the roaring wind. So we can lose 120 training, or we can lose one citizen, and there's a 25% chance to become timid. We've got the training, we'll go and lose it. Who is this? This is our wife. The two wives are squabbling about which of them is your favourite. Oh dear. So we could lose one courage and gain one charisma. Give us a bit more defensiveness on slingers. Or we've got to pick one or the other. It's only for 20 years. You're plus 100. So let's do it that way, and it evens them out a little bit more. Okay, so we've now got this slinger here. We can and will go in and attack with the militia. This worker is now available. Suggesting a fort. I mean, fort's not a terrible idea, because we can heal units in neutral territory with this. More farms would be good. More iron would be good as well. Let's go over here and start working on another iron mine. Military units. So yeah, this unit's taken a lot of damage from the sandstorm. Let's move you up here and heal. Didn't realise how big that sandstorm was. I'm just going to undo that. You're just going to stay here and heal up as well. Little unfortunate. And we've still got our scout over here. So we'll keep looking around with the scout. Yeah, Rome have settled this into a new city. So we are going to pretty much have to deal with Rome. I will go down and check this city site again. But it's probably gone. Out of order, so I can't move you any further. Discovered husbandry. News arrives in Rome that the King of Rome has died and there's a new ruler. Our wife has died, or one of them. The health of the head of the Sargonid family has started to decline and is now ill. And my niece is now the head of my family. Okay. Doctors and diviners have warned that your end is near. How old am I now? 47. Wow. This is the new King of Rome. We can try and befriend him. Let's go spy on them. Sandstorm is over. Gives us some XP. Spouse aside. Oh, she killed her. Terrible news greets you today. She murdered her. A life for a life. So we could get rid of the murdering queen. We would be in mourning, which means as a leader all cities would give us 10% fewer orders, which is not great. I think that's all going to happen for anything, isn't it, though? Or jail gives us more wisdom. Or we can banish her, gives me more charisma. We'll just jail her. An envoy from the Thracians expressed their anger over falling from your favour. Your marriage was meant to bind our people together. By snubbing her, you snubbed the Thracians. No, that's fine. We need to choose a new governor now for this city. Most of our cities need to have new governors in. Let's put you in there, actually. You've got good stats for that one. We can grab some free food. We don't really need the food boost. But it's only 1 year. We could also grab labour force, which would basically give us a law choice between slavery and freedom. And allow us to build roads. We also still need to be able to build Odeons. We're not really building a lot of settlers right now, so we don't need the food boost. Let's go for labour. We have workers doing nothing. We've got some more workers coming soon as well. You're going to continue to heal up. You can move over here and actually build a pasture. That'll give us some more growth. I don't really want to move you all the way over here to do something. So let's go ahead and get a granary here. Now I can move here and still hit with the slingers from that distance, and we got a critical hit. That's nice. Looks like there's a city site up here, so we may be able to go and claim this if we can clear out the barbarians. I still have 2 orders remaining, so let's have a move around with the scout, see what we can find. And 2 cities need to build stuff. We do need more units. We could get a slinger here with focus on it. Will cost us some stone. Yeah, let's get another slinger. And then in our other city, these units will start with steadfast as well. So you can get a warrior here. Okay, and the... Oh, I forgot to attack the... Forgot to attack this guy. Discovered labour force. We've died in the field. Our uncle third in line is... Right, so this is our uncle. So it was the guy who was our brother, but because we've died, we're now playing the eldest son. So the guy who was our brother is now our uncle. He's severely ill. So having a lot of issues with people dying off here. Now our ambitions have now turned into legacies, which means we only have 20 turns to complete them now. So we gain some XP. So what do we do here to please this family? We can give them 150 food or 130 stone. Let's give them the food. We've got plenty. So this is our... Nobody in particular. Just our brother and somebody else. Will you become eloquent? Probably not. And who's this? This is a Scythian delegation rising to the city carrying a marriage proposal from their leaders. With the Scythians. Yes, ring the bells. We'd lose 1 legitimacy. Got 4 wisdom and 2 charisma though. That's pretty good. I'm going to say not at this time. I don't mind upsetting them. We can pick our own bride. So we can go here. We can left click. We can go marriage. I mean, we could pick like the head of one of the other families if there's that can be done. This is our cousin. She's the head of the family. I think you do get the options. Mate chosen heir. No. So... yeah, let's go ahead and marriage and go for a family marriage and marry into that family if we can. There's always a way to try and keep them happy. You get a heal. we've got units here that we need to deal with. Not sure if we can hit them from there because of terrain, but we can. So we might be able to get rid of those. We can pick another tech. So divination is only going to be 1 year, and that would allow us to get shrines. And shrines is something that we do want to get because it'll allow us to get culture. It'll allow us to get orders. So we do want to get shrines. We need to get rid of this guy here because he's constantly attacking the city. Now we've got some orders left which we can use on the scout. Yeah, so Rome has got 2 cities down here. We'll have a little bit of a look to the south and see what we can find. That's all of our orders now used up. I could go over here with one of these militia, but I don't think I need to. Let's just put the militia actually on the city tiles. Just make them a little bit safer. Yeah, we do need to get rid of that unit there. Yeah, you're just going to go to sleep. Let's end the year there. So we're up to turn 27 now. Yeah, we are taking some ranged attack from these guys. More rebels coming up from the slums. Our uncle has now died. That's fine. We don't have as many... oh no, we still have 4 heirs. So we are still getting some bonuses from those. A new marriage proposal has arrived. Who would be the best? So you can be a general or an ambassador. Plus 20% to damage and defense, or attack and defense, if the same unit is adjacent, and has the heckler trait, which is very nice because as a general you do an extra 25% combat attack and combat defense against a unit with another general. Or you're just straight up 3 courage. I think you give us the best overall stats, so that's what we're going to do. More sites that we can pick up now as well. Axemen are really nice because they have cleave. Let's go ahead and get that. Let's get the bone dice to do the gamble event. Gamble costs 200 gold and 2 orders. Or we have a 25% chance to become miserable and we gain 1 discipline. Let me just take the discipline. This is our brother and heir. Let's give him some more wisdom. This is the head of the Hunter family. Clear 6 tribal sites. I can't see that happening anytime soon. Control 5 mounted units. I mean, it's possible, but we don't have any cavalry units available to us right now. But I think we'll go for the tribal sites one. We might just have to pick some wars. These units now are going to start becoming a problem. We do have a warrior here that we are working on. We don't have a developing culture, so we can't rush the warrior. So we'll keep attacking these units. It's because they're coming from the slums. So that's just going to be the issue that we have to deal with there. We could march up here. We've got the orders, so we could just go and march up with another militia and do it that way. We have taken some damage from these units, but we should be able to take them out. We don't have a general in here. I could go in there myself, which gives me an extra movement, extra attack, extra crit chance, and extra XP. I want to go ahead and do that. Oh no, we're currently a governor. Yeah, no, we won't do that then. We'll just go ahead and attack. We are getting close to a promotion. We take these 2 units out, we should be good. You're not fully healed, but I think we can start moving you into position to assist. There's gold here as well. This would be a very good spot for a city. We have a worker who is now not doing anything. Obviously there's a lot of units around here, which is a bit of a pain. But we could go over here and start getting our first shrine. So let's work on that. And just move around a bit with the scout. There we go. Found some mountains. There's some more legitimacy. Let's end the turn. Yeah, these units are going to be a little bit problematic, but that's fine. Rome is at war with the Scythians. Our vassal has offered a secure peace with the Gauls, but is not forthcoming with the details. We can have peace, but lose legitimacy. No, I don't think we'll take that option. This worker is now available. I think we want the stone and the iron, but we also want the shrines. Let's get the shrine first. Won't take all that long. Got another free worker here. Now, I think we can go up there and get that quarry, but before we do that, we want to start dealing with all of these units up here. So we'll put this unit up front. Yeah, they've got several units in here, so we might have to tank some damage, but I think that's okay. So we're going to get moving up there to get that quarry. We won't be able to get it on this turn. This city has finished the worker. Let's go ahead and get a settler. That's going to take us a while, but we'll need one out up there. Okay, end the turn. We still have some luxuries available to us. Now that unit's taking a fair bit of damage now, which is not good. Reports of a tribal raid from Thracians near Nisibis, which is not great. We've got an heir. We've got Zoroastrianism. Oh, that's Rome have founded Zoroastrianism, so they've got a religion. Legacy has been secured. Pick a name that I can pronounce. This is our half-sister. She can become exploring, no longer a philosophy student, can't assign her any roles in court, gets exploration events. Could give her a general that gives her extra XP, extra health back from healing. Or make her a Highlander. That's good as a general, actually. Make her a Highlander. Okay, how are we doing over here? We can finish this unit off with the militia, and we should. We can do a... Wow, you're not going to take a lot of damage from that. Why is that? It's because you have 25% defensiveness in urban. And we would be attacking across a river here. So if I go around here, I won't be attacking across a river, and I can do a little bit more damage that way. So that's what we will do. We'll need to heal that unit up. You were going to go here and get that quarry. Now that's used quite a bit of our orders, so let's go and deal with the military units first. You can move here and hit that unit nicely. You can move up there and also attack. Yeah, we should be able to clear this out and get these units promoted up quite quickly. And we're probably going to see some Thracians attacking up here, which is not ideal. And we've only got one order left. I quite like the idea of getting the shrine, but we can't get that done on this turn. So I've got a few idle workers now, which is not great. You have completed the warrior. We have 2 spare citizens. I think getting a miner would be good. Just trying to find... This one's the better one to get because it gives me 2 extra tiles. And we've got another city that's not producing anything, which is this one up here. I think you getting a... probably a warrior. Okay, let's end the year, and this will probably be the last turn for this video. I don't want this video to be an hour long like the previous one was. So it might take a few videos to actually get through to turn 50. An earthquake has occurred near Rome. It's caused 3 tiles to become hills. Discovered steel. And our cousin is now frugal. Ancestral claim. So this is Babylonia. So raise a militia in the city to scare off the diplomats. Babylonia loses some opinion of us, but we gain 2 militia. And starts an ambition to enact volunteers, which is a law. We can't do this one. because we're not marshal. We can refuse to risk raising tensions, which would give Babylonia plus 40% positive opinion of us for 40 years, but it would give us 120 discontent in Nisibis. Or maybe we give them Nabissus. So we could literally give the city away, which we don't want to do. I'll happily gain the 2 free militia. That's fine. This tile has been damaged. So we can go over there and repair that. Cost us some turns, but that's okay. Yeah, this militia's taken quite a bit of damage. So we're going to move away and heal. We're going to attack with this unit. I don't know where all this damage came from. It's just the earthquake. Look, yeah, look at the crack across the tiles. Wow, there's another damaged tile here as well. That is one heck of an earthquake. We would do the same damage from wherever. We don't get a penalty for attacking across a river, so we'll go ahead and do it from there. Yeah, we've got some militia up here now. You were going to go ahead and get that shrine. 3 orders remaining. So you can finish off that unit. All of our workers are now busy. There's no better place to attack these guys, so we might as well do it from over here. And then we've got some options for new tech. We probably want to grab Polis so we can get hamlets. Hamlets will give us some more money. Walls are also nice to build. Yeah, let's go Polis because it is reasonably quick. We don't want to do anything with these militia right now. So just put them to sleep. We do have another free military unit here. Not sure where I'm going to go with this military unit. We could go up here and attack the Gauls. Yeah, there's been a lot of earthquakes here. That's some really bad earthquakes. Yeah, let's start moving this unit this way, and we can move up with the warrior and attack the Gauls once we've dealt with that slinger. We have a city here that is no longer doing anything. We could go and start working on an axeman directly, but I think as we've got a citizen, we'll go and grab a unit or 2. We could go ahead and get an apprentice officer here, another specialist that would give us some extra science, or we could get a rancher. The rancher would give us growth. Let's go ahead and get the rancher. We do have this ambition, which is now a legacy, to control 5 specialists. We have 16 years left to complete it, and we're already on 4 of 5. So in 5 years, when this one completes, that will be done. The stone's actually not going too bad. We've only got 16 years to complete that. That can still be done, but we need to really improve the amount of stone that we're getting. We're still having some issues with trees, but it's not too terrible. So there we are. That's the end of the turn. That's turn 31. We still haven't gained any extra cities, but, well, no, actually we got this one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cities now. We're about to clear this barbarian site, so that'll give us a 5th. There's a Thracian site down here that we could clear to get a 6. There's also a Numidian one down here, which Rome might have already taken. We'll have to go and explore that with a scout. And it looks like there's another city spot down here. So there are plenty around that we could go and grab. We've got some really nice tiles that if we expand to, we've got ivory, elephants over here. We've got iron ore. We've got some gems over there. There's gold here, there's gems here, so there's lots of nice resources around on the map. We've got iron in here, double Sugrum, some more down there if we can expand in that direction. This city's not so great, doesn't have a lot of resources, a lot of wood around once we get lumber mills. We could potentially go up here and grab this camp from the Gauls. I'm not sure we're going to complete this clear 6 tribal sites ambition. We'll have to see how that one works out. But yeah, the point is now to just start spreading out slowly. Now we've got to the point where we have positive income of everything, apart from wood. Now is the time that we want to start building up our army. Now the big issue that you have is orders. There's no point having 30 units if you've only got 20 orders, because you're not going to be able to move half of them. and the half that you can move, you're only going to be able to move, 2 tiles at the most, 2 or 3 tiles. So it does tend to be quality rather than quantity when it comes to military units. So that means, as often as possible, making sure that your units have as many promotions as you can afford to give them. Making sure your units are the highest tech tier that you have. So try and upgrade your units to the best units that you have as often as possible. And try and assign generals to every unit. It's also good to have a good mix of unit types. And also use that to your advantage when looking at the different abilities and modifiers that units have. So for example, infantry get plus 25% defensiveness from urban. So if you're fighting in cities, infantry or any unit that has infantry is pretty good, which will also include axemen, because axemen are also are infantry as well. But again, the units have utility. Axemen have a cleave, which means they hit the target that you're attacking, but they also do 25% of that damage to the target side of them as well. So it's really, really good to try and keep all of those units as up to date as possible. I'm going to leave this here so it doesn't end up being a super long video. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you have been enjoying this Old World tutorial series and my Old World content in general. If you are new to the channel, please do consider subscribing, leaving a like, leaving comments and all that good stuff. And I would like to say a very big thank you for all of my YouTube members coming up in the end slate. Thank you very much. You guys make this channel possible. I will see everyone in the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.